You sit there. Well, I'm gonna do my second episode of Yugiopinions. Um, Today's Yu-Gi-Oh opinion, I feel Constellars are better pick for the meta than Evilswarms. I know it's not really most popular opinion, I guess, but I feel like this deck is definitely better than Evilswarms. First off, the decks are obviously very similar. I mean, you have Sombre, which is literally the same card as Kirkion, but you also have the ability to run. You can run a search card that I feel is better than Infection in Tenki, specifically for your bear, because you do have the spot removal. Your Pandemic comes here in your Omega, and I feel like this is easier to make. Not necessarily the search, because you don't have to worry about Valor and stuff like that. Performance is low, we get it. Um, you have an awesome back row lineup, especially in this right here. Triple Vanity's Emptiness, triple my screen going black. Um, the ability, the way my buddy Alec, this is his build, the way he said Pleiades is better than Ophion, and I completely understand. Simply because this is Walking Compulse. Walking Compulse is really good. Another thing that sets this deck miles ahead of Evilswarms, in my opinion, is the extra deck game. As you can see, not just rank 4s. The ability to make Gaia Charger alone, and like a Volcasaurus into a Gaia Charger, is just like awesome. Tyrus is still an amazing card. You can play Adrius if you want to play Eradicators and just beat down Prophecy. You can run Honest. Any deck that can run Honest, I feel, not necessarily has an unfair advantage, but like Honest is just one of the most. It's a guaranteed I'm not going to lose this. You have an awesome search card in Sheridan. He says it in his video, which I'm gonna link below. You're always one card away from a broken hand and Constellars, and I know some people don't really care for this, but this just kind of puts that piece here. You also have more additional normal summons, I guess. Yeah, they do have the Mandragora, but you have multiple casters in Pollux, and this is kind of a not necessarily. It's a pseudo Pollux. It's not as good because obviously you can get Valor, it can get Max Seed, but I feel like the deck as a whole just stands up better. This is probably the greatest thing I've seen in any main deck because this just wins games because you set up and you just flip it and you win. He said he played Dragons and the Dragon player could do absolutely nothing because he flipped this on him, and he flipped it on a Mermail player, and he had just repetitively beat it down with Kaos. He just searched and just beat it down because Kaos is 19 and they can't win Tenki's on the field and they can't summon anything bigger than 18 in Mermails. The only way, especially with Vanity's Emptiness on the field, they can't beat over it. The only way they can do it is if they happen to have the infantry and a way to discard it through the various normal summons. Executorborn was his own tech. There was discussion this overcall and Call the Haunted, stuff like that. This brings back this, which is awesome, and it brings back this, which is also awesome, and it brings back this. And if you want to troll, you can even bring back this for game. I'd love to be able to see someone XYZ Reborn to Cowboy for game. You also have one of the greatest Exceeds and most underrated Exceeds in Starleech Polydynamo. It's extremely versatile card. Same with Bear, but I just feel like the versatility of this deck is a lot more than what Evilswarms can do because the deck is very linear. It makes essentially one monster. And they have that rank 4 that steals monsters, Ouroboros, and you basically have to neg 3 to bring out Ouroboros. And in this deck, you just make Pleiades and bounce it. And it kind of eliminates any threat because obviously both can be Valored, but again, this is also bigger. You don't have to discard, and it's made in almost the same way and the deck can just make out anything it wants a lot more consistent. So let me know what you guys personally think. I just feel like this is a better choice because when you're playing like when you're searching that Pandemic, I feel like there's the back row, like you're not protecting yourself from anything really. because not a lot of decks are playing, like, especially like this. You see 13 traps. It's a lot of traps. And when you play against the meta, especially Prophecy and Dragons, you're not really seeing the back row. So let me know what you guys think.